Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Breath of Fire 3. So let's head into Mount Glaus. So in between episodes, I did a tiny bit of grinding, about a level's worth total, and I discovered that one of the reasons why you wouldn't go to an inn, you wouldn't go to a camp instead of an inn, is because going to a camp does not purify your status ailments. So, yay! So Puff Goose, basically, if you remember them from last time, they have this issue. They have this issue of countering you every time you attack them. But if you use a skill or ability against them, they tend not to counter it, unless it's physical. Also, I forgot to mention, last episode, Ray got himself into doing a job for Bunyan, so he wouldn't beat us up for stealing from him. Anyway, that's all water under the bridge, though, because we cut a few logs for him, and now we're off to help Ray. I mean, whatever this job is, it's gotta be too dangerous for one person. Especially since Mount Glaus is supposed to be where this monster that's been killing the livestock and, causing the bad harvest is from. Anyway, from here I'm just gonna charge! I think we should be fine. Reprisal! You can't reprisal, by the way. Wow, 2 crits in one battle. Very cool. I learned Protect. That's like the most money and experience you're going to get from any one battle in this entire area. So, exploration. Nothing. Well, that was a waste. I used my tongue rolling thing and everything. Okay, Also, I should mention something. See this? It's a skill I learned from a Mage Eye, or a Mage Goo. If you use the examine command on somebody who's using a skill, you have a chance of learning said skill. It's only a chance, and it might take a couple of tries, and in the meantime, they're using that skill to try and murder you. So, FYI, that's going to be a major thing in this game, is learning skills. Though you can survive without them, it's not highly recommended. Certain monster skills are particularly weak, though. It's like the burn skill that I learned from the Mage Eye. The reason why I wasn't too concerned about putting it on Tipo, because it does matter who uses the examine skill, there will be the one to learn the skill. I gave it to Tipo because I don't want it on me, because it is incredibly weak. Granted, it only costs 1 AP. Downside, it deals less than half of what Tipo's skill does. Tipo's ability does. That's gonna be my thing, isn't it? Yes, and I'm already out of AP, I know. I'm gonna have to leave and camp and shop and stuff. This right now is just an exploratory mission. We're not going straight for Ray. Anyway, my Ogre Battle 64 thing, where I kept confusing units, characters, and stuff like that. This game, it's gonna be skills and abilities. And the Eye Goos drop to us in 1 shot each now. Too bad they still only give us 2 experience. Could've sworn there was something. Aha! Antidote. I could have used an antidote. I could have done a lot of things. Uh-oh. I think I want to move the camera over here. But first we have Puff Goose to deal with. Just charge. It's gonna hurt, no question, because of all the reprisals. But these guys are giving us way too much experience, and I'm not gonna micromanage Tipo constantly to make sure he casts his flame spell all the time. And dead. 2 more to go. It's just like Ogre Battle 64 all over again. I'm not in control. I barely have a hand on the controller, and everybody's doing things for me. Trust me, that is something that will stop happening once we have more skills, abilities, and characters. Oops, not the button I meant to press. Okay, so there's nothing here. That's something you want to keep an eye on, though. Remember, R1, and then use the directional pad to move the camera. Whoa. What is going on here? Markers. Charge them. This was before the age of the DualShock controller, I believe. Or if it was during the age of the DualShock controller, they only used it for its vibration feature and nothing else. Yeah, remember, there is a day back in the PlayStation era that didn't have a double joystick on it. It was just the D-pad and everything else. The joysticks weren't there yet. That was the thing they added later, and they called it the DualShock controller. It added a vibration feature and 2 analog sticks. One of the first games I remember them using and touting its abilities with was, I believe, Ape Escape. Alright, I'll use an antidote myself as we keep moving on. But yeah, no joystick control. I'm trying to use it now. Nothing. No, well, that's the bridge. Oh, there's lots of items on that weird slope. Let's see if we can get them. Mage Goo! Charge. I don't believe more than one person can learn the same skill. I will look up a walkthrough or some kind that is descriptive about the skill system in this game. But that's my understanding. Okay, so we go like 3 spaces past that one. Ah, just barely missed it. So it's 4 spaces past that top one. We'll be able to get onto the platform we need. In the meantime, Gonghead. You haven't seen these, but I saw these while I was leveling off screen. They are pretty basic enemies. They just have a decent amount of health compared to the rest. They also have an ability called Enlarge? No, it's named something else. But what happens is they grow to like twice their size, and they attack and split their normal damage among everybody in your group. Which meant they were dealing 1 damage to both my people. Oh no, I was terrified. How could I ever survive such a beating? Alright, so we're about on that green patch. There we go. Heavy Caro. What the hell's a Heavy Caro? Item, weapon, armor. Oh right, it's some sort of bait. Goody. Alright, then when you approach the edge of a ledge like that, you can jump off in a very dramatic fashion. Attack the Aigus! Attack them! Dead, dead, and dead. You've scattered the enemy and got pitiful money and Zenny and experience for it. Alright, so the next one is really close to the edge, but not that close. Let's try this again, shall we? It only takes me 2 tries per ledge, guys. I'm good at this game. Curse, you hold down the R1 key and press X. You get to escape. There's a few too many curves there. The curves tend to deal a lot of damage, and I don't have the AP to heal up right now. Plus, like I said, exploratory mission. Alright, so that little green patch is what you want to look for. And you'll find a cloth shield. So let's equip. Right now I think I need it more than he does. That is actually a good question. Pretty sure Teepo's a guy, right? Are you? Well, I don't suppose it actually matters, except for what voice I'm gonna use. Uh-oh. So I think after this, I'm gonna go to camp and go to town. Well, let's do our best to kill these curs as fast as possible then. Owie! Okay, so 1 damage. They're not exactly a threat now. I guess my defense has gone up enough. A team of curs did lots of damage to me last time when I was leveling in between episodes, so I guess they're not nearly as scary as I thought they were. Charge, boys! And chlorine is a poison attack, as you probably remember. Fun fact, if one of the people in your team is affected by a status ailment that lasts outside of battle, you can no longer run outside of battle. The speed at which I'm moving is actually auto-run. If you hold down the circle key, or you don't have auto-run enabled, you will walk. And that will be the speed you will move at if somebody's under a status effect. It's very slow. It's very annoying if you don't have an item that you need. So I will cut this out, and I will be back once something interesting happens. And we are back. While I was gone, I rested up at the camp, and I went ahead and bought leather armor for myself and T-Bow. So we're now kind of tanky. Oh no, a single cur. That right there is the problem. Chlorine. I think chlorine is a skill that you can actually learn as well, which isn't as useful as you might think, poisoning the enemy. But I will ignore it for now, and we will continue on our way. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, it's getting dark. That's no good. You can tell because the sky is turning red and there's no semblance of a sun anywhere. Hey, it's getting dark. Let's call it a day. Maybe Ray's staying here too. Ray! T-Bow? What are you doing here? We took care of what old man Bunyan told us to do in no time and came after you. I was worried about you being out here all alone. You know what, T-Bow? I think the reason Bunyan sent me here alone is, well, because he was worried about you. What do you mean? Worried about us? I mean, he said he was keeping us hostages, right? Technically, Ray said that. You've heard the rumors, haven't you? No, but I heard that! The monster that's been attacking the village is here, in the mountains. Bunyan meant for me to kill it. Why does he want you to kill the monster? I mean, it's real big and strong, right? It is, but I'm stronger. If I were alone. But now that you're here, I won't be able to use... Oh, never mind. Okay. Keeping secrets bad! Boy, doesn't this just beat all. Well, no use worrying about that now. Let's get some rest. It'd be dangerous to go out at night. More dangerous than the monsters already lurking around? Great! Great. Fan-frickin-tastic. Wake up, Lamar. Can I pretend I'm unconscious? It's him. He's close by. Oh boy, here we go. I guess we have no choice. Let's go out there and get him. Alright, so Ray is back in our party. Let me double check our formation just in case. Okay, he didn't do anything weird. Off we go. Whoa. The hell is that? He's up early, isn't he? Draw, guys. We've got trouble. This is the new. So first thing I'm going to have Ray do is attempt to steal. I'm going to tell T-Bow to do that. And I will use... Protect doesn't really matter on one target. Though you could certainly do a strategy where you use the attack formation instead, put Ray in front of it, and then use barrier on him, or protect on him. And nothing to steal, or nothing, or my skill wasn't high enough. Good 21 damage. I'm not going to sneeze at that. That's a good 50% stronger than what anybody else is doing. Let's try one more pilfer, and then we'll put him on attacks afterwards. I don't know if this guy has anything to steal, by the way. I haven't read ahead on my walkthroughs like I should be. But he also has chlorine. Couldn't steal anything. Alright, well I guess I'm giving up on pilfer for now. Now I'm gonna need to restore T-Bow back. Don't want him taking that poison damage every turn. Oh, just attack Ray. T-Bow, flare. Purify. I really love the magic animations in this game, the setup for them, the animations as you're preparing them and everything. They're just all so cool. I really love them. And god, the sprite style in this game, oh, I just love it all so much! I was actually really surprised when I was looking up this game and considering it for an LP. I looked up some of the reviews for it, especially when it got re-released on the PSP. They were actually pretty lukewarm. And that surprised the hell out of me. The Breath of Fire series always struck me as a classic. But apparently it's not as interesting for a lot of people. A lot of the quotes that I read about the reviews tended to say, oh, well, it's typical of a JRPG, and we're listing all the bad things about JRPGs. Did it just run? Come on, after him! Defeated a powerful enemy! You got no experience. You got no Zenny. Fan-friggin-tastic! Shrine for Traveler's Prey for a safe journey. You want to save? So here are your save points outside of the actual, of the normal save points, I should say. So I'm gonna leave it at this for now. The monster got away, but we managed to reunite with Ray, and we're hunting it down. Can we defeat this great monster, or is it just toying with us and just dragging us to a better place to kill us and take us as prey? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.